Roop? It's been like a year. I thought I'd seen the last of you. Let's see. It's back. What do you mean like you're back? You can finally see it. See what? Fringe. Fringe was a television show generally created in 2008 AD by J.J. Abrams, Alex Kurtzman, and Robert Orci. Okay, I recognize one of those names. What was it about? The wrong question. Rupert, buddy, I dropped what I was doing to come convene with you. So I would appreciate it for my sake. Just take a deep breath and try to... You're right. Okay. I'm sorry. Just please slow your synapses down a little. Gather your ideas. And remember, I can't talk as fast as you can think. So please bear with me. Remember, imagine conversationally, right? Okay. So tell me what makes Fringe so special. Why is this so important? I need to explain some of my theories on introductory segments. Of course you do. I should have brought a chair. Okay, let's see. The television intro is deceptively simple in structure. Its primary purpose is to set the mood of the viewer. Any good intro can accomplish three primary things. It sets the scene, it introduces the audience to its characters, and it plays a song to help make the viewer more receptive to its message. Let's look at some examples. Name three shows. Almost any three will work. Okay, Roop. Let's say The Simpsons, Adventure Time, and let's see, you probably don't want it to be animated. The Twilight Zone. Perfect. Let's extrapolate Adventure Time first. It's a good foundation, okay? The intro starts by literally setting the scene. Adventure Time takes place in an extremely diverse fantasy world. The best way to convey this as a setting is by pulling the viewer through some of its varied landscapes in a rapid flyover. Now the viewer knows this is a world where almost any setting is possible. This shot also gives us a brief but noteworthy look at the primary supporting characters of the show before landing on our leads. Few intros manage to check off the two main points in a single, elegant shot like this. The rest of the time can now be spent setting the mood with a song. Notice the music doesn't start until after the flyover. Oh yeah.
Adventure time! Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. We'll take the dog and then the human. The fun will never end. It's adventure time.
So this intro is quite literally separated into zones. Because so much time is spent on setting the mood with music, the viewer is wonderfully primed for whatever the episode has in store. This effect is enhanced further by the fact that the words of the song describe the specific world and characters of the show. It's a song that's never heard elsewhere. Its specificity makes it intrinsically attached to the experience of watching the show. Okay, I think I follow, but how about the Twilight Zone? That show doesn't have a consistent setting or recurring characters, so what goes on then? But the Twilight Zone still relies on this formula. For example, because the episodes can take place anywhere at any time, the setting of the series is widened. The intro clarifies to you that the show is taking place within a strange, alternate dimension.
There is a fifth dimension.
The Twilight Zone contains the door through which the uncanny can be seen. The show takes place somewhere impossible.
It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
This is what the audience needs to understand. They have crossed over somewhere, not literally, but conceptually. They are where the impossible happens. The next piece is introducing the characters. For one, the narrator. Rod Serling understands this inconceivable place. He is your context, the most important character. He guides you even through the show's introduction.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination.
And in doing so, he automatically earns your trust in delivering the narrative. Furthermore, every episode, the first thing he does is literally describe the person you will be following for the episode.
His name is Arch Hammer.
So the characters are introduced. That's 2 boxes checked. And as for music, the Twilight Zones is unnerving and suspenseful. It makes the skin crawl and the lungs tighten with anticipation. A perfect psychological primer for the unknown. So despite its unique and subversive exterior, the introduction still follows these same basic principles. Okay, alright, so Simpsons seems pretty cut and dry then, Roop. It's absolutely textbook. Forgetting something. It does check off all 3 boxes expertly, but what makes it stand above the rest? What makes it the best of all time? Oh, couch gags. Okay, the couch gags are a stroke of genius. They are an identifier of episode, an opportunity for fun for the animators, and an endless curiosity for viewers. The couch gags are the cherry atop an already perfect intro. The best intro is still repetitive unless transformed. This is why most shows will update their introduction every season or so. If nothing changes, it becomes a chore for longtime viewers to watch it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's actually really brilliant. I'm surprised more shows don't do something like that. Roop, did you just come here to teach me this? What were we talking about? Fringe, yes, okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that was very cool, super memorable, but I gotta say, I feel like I'm missing something. All the stuff on your checklist, I didn't catch any of it. I mean, the music was certainly engaging, but I couldn't tell you what its tone was, or even what I felt when I heard it. I didn't see any characters, I didn't even see a list of actors, Roop, and it didn't set the scene at all. I'm not entirely sure where I was. I didn't get a huge establishing shot to move into. I got this sort of tiny macro shot pulling out. I feel like I don't know anything about this show. This is what makes Fringe such a wonderful show. It breaks the mold. It has a brilliant introduction, one of the best, but it refuses to hold the audience's hand. It rejects the need for understanding characters or location, and it demands your curiosity. It shows you the complexity of its world, down to the molecule. Oh, that's what that was. It tells you that everything is a fragment, a shard of something bigger. The world is an enigma. A story must be heard to be told in the first place, so Fringe's intro doesn't attempt to begin the act of telling. Instead, it asks the audience to open its ears and pay attention. Fringe doesn't show you why you might be interested in it. It promises to be worth your time. Whoa. I've never considered that. That's next level, Rube. Fringe was hidden, buried beneath other content, swept under the rug of streaming and obscured from the audience it's always deserved. It was beyond the reception of the serve device until now. You can tune in once again, and if you'll allow me, as one last note, I'd like to show you its heart, the spirit of the show as I can best convey it. No spoilers, right, Roop? Roop? No. Okay.
just up on the stair. We spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. And shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed a gazeless stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
Whoa. All right, I'll get the serve right now. Thanks, old man. You picked the weirdest lessons, but until next time.